All right, my friends, how are you today? It is Freddie B here on a Thursday. It is the 29th of June. It is 2 o'clock. It's a beautiful day here in Sarasota. It's 90 degrees. The sun is out. It's going to rain sooner or later, but it rains every day in the summertime here, and that's what we expect. So we shall see. So how are things in your world? Here's how things are in my world. Unbelievably tragic today. So Russian sanctions don't work. We figured that out. They're selling more oil now than they did pre-war, and they're selling it for more money, means they're making more money. Today, somebody, I don't think it was Biden himself, but somebody almost as dumb as he is, suggested that we put a worldwide cap on the price of Russian oil. The problem is that you have countries like India that will buy all the oil they can from Russia at any price, and then they turn around, mark it up, and sell it back to Europe. So that's not helping anybody anywhere. The only really way to win this thing is to go in and win that war. And when you have two countries that are basically corrupt, you've got Ukraine that's corrupt, although they're trying, I guess, and you've got Russia that's corrupt, which we know they are corrupt. You would think at this point that one of those Russian oligarchs who had their $100 million or $300 million or $500 million yachts seized, arrested, confiscated, or whatever might do something about the guy who's running Russia. But here's the thing. People in Russia are probably living just as well as they did prior to the war, except those poor bastards that got killed. Okay? So they don't care. You got to understand. You know, politics is local, and in Russia, there's probably a ton of people that support this asshole. So, you know, that's just the way I see it. But anyway, so Russia is selling more oil than they did before. They're selling it at a higher price. And obviously, Putin's making more money. So I guess he's telling his friends, don't worry about it. Whatever happens, when this is over, the world settles down, I'll buy you all brand new yachts. Because he apparently, and I believe this, is probably the wealthiest guy in the world, because nobody knows how much money he has, and nobody knows how much he is stealing. But he has so many billionaire friends that have these incredible super yachts that I'm thinking, you know, he's going to have the biggest bat out there. So, you know, let's see. If you got 100 buddies that are billionaires, then you probably have $100 billion yourself. That's all I'm saying. Global food issues, another issue with this war. You know, Ukraine, they call the United States the breadbasket of the world. But Ukraine is the European breadbasket of Europe. And all those grain exports that used to come out of Ukraine are being blocked by the Russians right now. So that's why bread, I paid $2.50 for a loaf of Publix bread the other day, and $4.95 for a gallon of milk. That's unbelievable. Back 18 months ago, milk was $3.55 a gallon, and bread was $1.29. Now, I'm not blaming it on anybody, but I'm sure not blaming it on Putin. Okay? This war is a war. It's regionalized. Yes, it has some issues in the global oil availability and who's getting what. But this is by no means, these types of inflationary things started happening well before February, when this war started between the corrupt state of Ukraine and the corrupt country of Russia. So, hey, I don't know. I'm rooting for Ukraine in this one, just so you know. I'm rooting for Ukraine. I had the opportunity or whatever to watch the comedy that was the January 6th issue hearings yesterday, and listen to this young lady who heard from a friend of whose buddy said that Kevin Bacon that is the uncle of, that President Trump might have done something. So the reason they don't allow hearsay in legal trials is because of that. And today, when you're hearing that the Secret Service agents in question will happily testify on that committee that none of that happened, you gotta wonder about the veracity of her testimony. Now, anybody who says she has nothing to lose is wrong. She has everything to gain. Okay, because somebody like that, CNN would love to have, MSNBC would love to have. Okay, so she could be an analyst there, former Trump, whatever. They love people like that. So she has everything to gain by not maybe. I'm not going to say she lied, but let's say she probably misheard. It's amazing how detailed she was about exactly what happened on something that, first of all, couldn't happen anyway. The Beast is based on a Chevy Suburban. It's not based on a Cadillac. It has a Cadillac type body on a Chevy Suburban. It is basically a truck. It's also 18, 19 feet long, and from the back seat to where the driver is quite a ways. And President Trump just isn't that type of guy. So I just don't think that he's the type of person that would do something like that. Bad judgment? Yeah, he has it sometimes. I'll admit that. I'll take his bad judgment over the bad judgment we've had over the last 16 months any day. I'll also take $2 a gallon gas, $3.56 a gallon milk, $1.30 a dozen eggs, and I will also take bacon at market prices, not triple what they are. Chicken wings, my favorite thing, $5 a pound. It used to be $1.99. This is not inflation. This is ridiculous. This is global extortion. So, my friends, have a wonderful day. If you like what you hear, think about subscribing. If you don't like what you hear, think about subscribing. You'll hear more garbage out of me in the future. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you later. Ta-ta for now.